DJ Quick, this guy, Snoop, Dre. I mean, everybody's on this mix right here. So it's only right that we brought Blast up here. What's up, Blast?
We in the building. That was a heavy list to hear Blast after them names. I feel
have to, man.
A little pressure, but it's all good.
Oh, you had an intro, right? I just fucked up the intro.
It's okay. It's cool. We can start right now. I got it.
All right, go ahead, man.
We have my Virgo brother, South Central's finest.
Come on.
Producer, songwriter, artist, DJ, cinematographer, one of the flyest in the city. He don't get enough credit for his fits, but
Swag.
He always got a fit on.
Oh, yeah. He got some fly shit on right now.
Give a nigga some deal.
What's up, Blast? Where you get there, bro? You was shooting niggas back in the day, so you was shooting that niggas?
Nah, I'm a superhero. Yeah.
Oh. You find out you was shooting that niggas.
Come on, man. You late, man. I'm a superhero.
Nobody. I'm sorry, man. New album, man. There's a lot going on out here, especially with R&B, man. Like, I feel like the last couple of years there's been a resurgence on respect for R&B, like, you know, to come back. Does it feel good to be coming back at this time?
For sure. I mean, I always looked at myself as a hybrid of rap and R&B, so to be a part of any of those conversations, it's an honor, you know, but I just try to do my own thing, put my little twist on it, and pull the inspirations that I grew up watching, the Nate Dogg's and the Erykah Badu's, and you know, I made my debut album just pulling all my inspirations and making this one beautiful gumbo pot. So
when did you figure out you had your voice? Were you like 7 or some shit? You were like, oh shit.
I was always that kid in the back of the class, like just distracting everybody, but I didn't even know I was distracting people. So it was just always, you know, something in the back of my head, but I didn't really know to pursue it until I was like out of high school, like 17, 18. And then when I first recorded myself, I heard my voice. I was like, yeah, that's it. It was it, and it was no looking back ever since. Was
there like a big artist in the room or some producer that gave you like the cosign, or who was the first cosign that you got?
Man, no cosign, just the Eagle Gang only.
Wow, organic.
Yeah, man, we got it all off the mud for real. But you know, I mean, it was some people that embraced me early on, like the Eric Bellingers, Ty Dolla Signs, you know, Tyga. As I was entering the game, they showed love for sure.
My girl is in love with you, by the way. You know, I'm not a hater. I'm a jealous nigga, though. Don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm jealous. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she wants a shout out or whatever. But you got these girls on lock, man. I see, like, Chris Brown doing the meet and greets and niggas is breaking up with their chicks and shit. I mean, do you have, like girls, like dudes breaking up with their girls because of your music or you or whatever?
I be getting some interesting tweets. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, I'm about building the family, building the relationship, so.
You gotta remember,
I don't want to break up a happy home.
It's meet and greet, not meet and beat. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I stay out of that, man.
Isn't that crazy though? Like how people, like men are so sensitive, like from a photo. I mean, they are paying $1,000, which I think that's the jealousy factor that my girl paid a G to meet you. Like,
you could have just paid me that $1,000. We could have, you know, went on a date or something. You got to understand, Chris Brown, somebody of that magnitude, that's like R times Michael Jackson, you know? So it's like you try to embrace that moment while we still have them and give them their flowers. So I can't judge the fan on spending their money on what they want to spend their money on.
I mean, how do you sing to women now? Like, they're making more money than us, and they're not in the same status. You know, they're like popping now. I mean, and they're very independent.
Yeah.
And you got Sexy Red and all that shit going on. How do you sing to the mentality of the current female?
Man, you got to sing about the things that's, you know, that money can't buy, really. You know, anybody can make some money, but not everybody can show you that unconditional love, too. So I try to highlight those different things and what I was taught from my family, like the things that money can't buy, them principles and morals. I try to instill that in my music more so than just buy you a bag or taking you out on a date, things like that. You know, that's just a cherry on top.
You gotta listen to this guy. You be blowing money on these hoes out here.
Oh, my God.
What's wrong with you, man? Yeah, listen to this dude, man.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
You got it. Speaking of which, man, you and Bino, I love when you guys get together. When are we getting another 6 tape, man?
Oh, word.
Man, that's my dog. We just put out 1, 2, and 3, you know? So I feel like it's only right to keep the history going, you know? But ain't no telling. Right now, I'm putting out my own debut album. Respect. I'll Always Come Find You. Yep. So I'm going to let the people get a taste of that. And then you never know. We're going to double back with Bino.
And the city is such in a great space right now. I was at the Kendrick Lamar concert. I seen when he brought you out. Walk the people through who didn't witness it. wasn't there. Walk us through the atmosphere, the legends you made, and if any songs came from that, from the people that you were able to meet that night.
It was crazy, bro. It was like walking into history because I felt like none of the artists knew what was finna go down, you know? So everybody was walking in on some like head on the swivel type because it's a lot of different sections, you know, mingling and fellowshipping with each other. So when I personally hit the trailers, it was Swoop Central, man.
Yeah,
I seen all red, you know what I'm saying? But,
oh shit, it's not our side.
but it was different though. It was love and people was embracing each other. Yeah. You see people from enemy hood shaking hands and taking pictures and dancing on stage. Yeah. It's just one of them moments like if you from the city, you can't duplicate that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like only Kendrick could have done something of that magnitude for LA. And for him to showcase different artists from the OGs to people niggas ain't even heard of yet, you know, from LA really putting on, it was a beautiful thing, man.
I mean, that was historical, but another historical moment, which I'm mad about, is they didn't bring you to the BET shit, man. Why you didn't do the Usher shit, man?
Yeah.
Why they got all these girls doing the Usher? Yeah, why they got all these girls doing the Usher shit? I mean, I'm not gonna this. Some of the girls was good, a lot of them was bad. So let's make it, let's say that, right?
Yeah, I mean, on the tribute list, it was one guy. It was only Childish Gambino, but then you had Tiana Taylor, Victoria Monet, Keke Palmer, Tinashe, Coco Jones, Marsha Ambrosius, and Chloe Bailey.
Where are you at, man?
Yeah, you know, I did the pre-show though.
Yes,
it was like a segment they had called "Welcome to L.A." It was me, Kaylin, Bino, 310 Baby.
Oh wow!
And DJ right Quick had popped out at the end. So
crazy.
I was more so in tune with that because when they gave me the offer, I'm like, okay, we just came from the Kendrick and Friends show. Let's keep the momentum going. Showcase LA in that light. So shout out to BET for the platform.
Did you see Usher like anytime? Like you saw his face after you saw all of that performance? Like he's like.
Once they told me I didn't win, I kindly popped out of my seat.
You had a new song called "Dancing with the Devil," and I try to read through the meaning of it, and obviously there's so many devils that men deal with every day and in the industry. What devils did you deal with to make this song?
To make this song, I think just understanding the ups and downs of the temptation on tour, to be quite honest, it's a lot of things when you making your music at home and then you experiencing these different things, especially coming from where I come from. It's like the world is at your hands. Yeah. So you got to be careful with your power. You know what I'm saying? You got to be intentional and not be fooled by the little what was shining at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why, like, when I was married, I told my wife, I'm ain't going to cheat on like a menage. I'm not going to, if it's like one-on-one, I ain't going to do it. If it's like 2, 3, I got to do it. Yeah, come on, don't let me regret this tour. I'm touring with 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have been there.
That had to be crazy.
Let a nigga live, I had like identical twins one time. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I?
Imagine you going on tour with them back in the day.
I couldn't imagine. It was probably
we had no
shootouts
phones.
And all kind of
shootouts, no phones, no social media.
Yeah,
it's crazy now. I feel like a lot of singers got to be in trouble now to just get like. How do you get out of that? Like,
you got to be in trouble. What you mean?
I mean, the social media always like they get themselves with police and bullshit and antics. Women,
the R&B niggas is definitely beefing more than hip hop.
They're like more gangster than the rappers now.
For sure, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is.
How do you stay out of trouble?
Yeah, I just stay to myself, stick to my team. I chill with my family on Sundays. I'm a wholesome guy.
You be cooking like cornbread and all that shit. Now you gotta watch yourself. And then the thing that's crazy, I did research the other day. Everything is killing us. Everything we eat is killing us.
I feel like it's getting worse too.
Yeah. Even water ain't good now. I'm like, you can't even drink water? Like, what the fuck? Like, you have to, like, they told me if I drink like watermelon juice, that's like the cleanest, realest water that's out. But everything is like manufactured, GMOs.
Even the fruit, even the grapes.
Yeah, it's
like
fucked
if it's
up.
Not seed, if it doesn't have a seed in it,
you in a different tax bracket, and you fuck with like those Illuminati guys. They give you like tips on how to like.
I wish I fuck with the Illuminati.
They teach you how.
I would not be here right now.
You don't hang with Dre. I be with Dre every day. Dre be eating shit that's like fucking put together like scientific.
Nah, in fact, it's crazy. One of my goals is to own a ranch because I want to get into like farming and things like that, just growing my own shit because we don't be knowing what's going on behind the scenes. So I'd rather be the one like, okay, I didn't put enough water in. So I know when I fucked up.
So if you fucked up, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I can put the blame on me.
I always come find you, man. Where's that come from, man? Like, what's going on, man?
I'll always come find you. My debut album, man, it's everything to me. I think it's one of my albums where I thought, like, reflected back as a kid when I first fell in love with music, pulling all my inspirations that I grew up listening to, and then making that one body of work. So it's a lot of live instruments on there. It's a concept album. We got a short film attached to it. I really personally dove into it like head on. You know,
it's like some Ron Isley shit. You got Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. You got like it's split up. I see you got who's in Act 1? 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
Yep.
Yeah,
you got I think Offset is in what, Act 2.
I believe so.
You got your man, Fat Man Scoop.
Yeah, that is like, that's my era. Fat Man Scoop, where'd you find this guy?
Man, that's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Like, reflecting back to my childhood, it's like people that my sister used to listen to. Missy Elliott, you know how I used to do the collaborations with people like that. So I wanted to bring them little segments of my life into my album. So it's a lot of different moments on there.
But you do know he's globally known. I've DJ'd all over this planet. Like,
man, I went through hell and back trying to get them vocals from Fat Man.
Really?
It was crazy. But he's a character, man. He had called me like, yo, I just hit a deer, but I'm about to lay the vocals right now. And y'all laughing, but I'm dead serious. I hope I ain't put his business out there.
That deer.
Too late.
Act 3, I see you got Ty Dolla $ign, man. Like, what's your relationship with him, man? Like,
and that's big,
brother,
bro.
Big
yeah,
bro.
you know, being from LA, I kind of looked at him like the sensei, like my mentor, because he kind of one of them hybrids I think about too when it comes to the hip hop, the rapping cadence, but still singing. So that's one of the ones who embraced me early on. So it was only right to have him a part of my debut.
You ever toured with him before? You ever like did shows with him?
Nah, I never toured with him. He actually brought me out at the SoFi, which is insane.
Oh wow!
He did a halftime show a couple years ago, and we did our song "Chosen" together. So that was a moment.
I've done a million shows with him, man. We call him the bitch hypnotizer. You know what I'm saying? Like the chicks look at him and they just be like, you know, he got the color eyes. No, I mean, pause. I'm not looking at his eyes like that, but I'm just saying, like, he hypnotized these women out there, man. I know you got shades, man. What color your eyes, man?
I'm a regular nigga. I'm chilling out here.
You just asked the man what color his eyes is?
No, I'm talking for them chicks, man.
We don't let them slide today. We don't let them slide, but it's all good.
What's wrong with this guy, man? What's so sensitive, man? What's wrong with this dude, man? You can't be normal, man.
No. Your feature game is crazy. You had songs with Nas, K-Dot, obviously, Chris Brown, Burna Boy, Snoop.
Done it all.
Ty Dolla $ign. And me and Whoo Kid have this conversation about those features like the Nate Dogg. Like what artist is like the best when it comes to a feature? And we talk about you being the new Nate Dogg.
Man,
like,
thank you.
Where do you see yourself on that list of like the Chris Browns, the Ty Dolla $igns, like the go-to feature guys? Like, where do you see? How do you think you measure up in that?
Man, I gotta pay my homage. You know, they came before me, so
Yeah.
I can only dream of taking the steps that they already took. But
Yeah.
I like to take the stairs versus the elevator anyway. So I'm pacing myself to greatness. I like to consider myself a student of the game before anything.
Yeah.
And I'm not in no rush. Like, I really care about this music shit. So to be even mentioned next to them names is insane for me.
And I hung out with Nate Dogg. That was a homie right there.
The mixtape y'all did.
Yeah, I did tons of mixtapes with him. So
that's hard.
So I got to hang with this guy. We got to go to his show.
Definitely.
We got to absorb the whole like
For sure.
energy and everything.
And you got Whoo Kid here, man. He got all the
Man, that's a
relationships.
legend. Come on, man.
Who's on your bucket list that you would want on a song moving forward?
I mean, I always say Pharrell Williams. That's one of my biggest
That's a homie
inspirations.
right there too.
But outside of that, I say somebody new, which is H.E.R. I really like her.
Oh, that's tough.
She cold.
That's tough.
Super talented.
That's tough.
Like all fucking 3/6, instrumental, voice, everything.
Yeah, she like the female Prince in my eyes. Like,
Hey, what's up?
My final question is: you don't smoke weed in LA? I be seeing a lot of R&B singers getting high and shit like that. You be smoking good
I
weed?
be chilling, man.
You
Just
from-
give me some water. I'm a
from
simple
South
guy.
Central, man.
I'm a simple guy. Just water. I don't smoke at
You used to
all.
watch Boys in the Hood and all that shit back in the days? I know it's a dumb question, but
What?
like all the gangster movies out here. You seen all of them?
Of course.
You
All the
young.
LA classic, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can't be from LA and not watch one of
I just
those.
want to make sure. This is how you lose your shit if you
You got a favorite LA movie?
Probably Boys in the Hood because
Yeah.
He had on a Ricky jersey.
We're from the
yesterday.
East Coast. So.
A Ricky jersey is crazy.
He
I
had
had
it
it
on
on yesterday. Yeah. Niggas was trying to kill me yesterday. I was running for my life. My last question is Snoop Dogg, man. How's that relationship? Everybody wants to know how different relationships with every artist with Snoop.
Man, come on. You know, that's Unc. And I think he's Unc for a reason. Like, we say that name for a reason. We hold him to a high regard because the way he embraced everybody, kind of like how Kendrick did the pop out. Snoop do the same thing. There's so many people that came to visit that compound and get some gems from Snoop. And I just love what he do. I love what he represent. I love how he all about family. I love how he embraced the city, and he in the hood too. He could have been anywhere in the world, but he in the hood, not in the valley, not nowhere else. So to see him build inside the community is everything, and I can only hope to follow those blueprints as well.
I mean, you just gotta get like 30 fat, big, giant bodyguards. Yeah, right. You can be in the hood all day, right? Yeah, we out of here before we get killed, man.